أقوى الكرامة الاستقامة. So I think a lot of our young people today, they think about the Muslim world, and they see a lot of the kind of the issues that are having, and then they read something like this, and what seems to be, almost unreal, I would say, in their eyes, the words that we're reading in this book, and they may wonder to themselves, is this something that we can find around today, or this something remains of it, or not? And my own personal experience, I've had the fortune of I've traveled to East Africa and Kenya and many of the places you mentioned in the book, including Lamu and Mumbai, Manbai Arawi, and Mombasa. And I've met students of Habib, like Ahmad Sayyid al-Bid, rahimahullah, before he passed away. And there was something there that I felt different than in other places. And yes, from those people, but I also felt something that had come from before. And so maybe what I'm asking is the athar, or what these people have left behind, do we still kind of benefit from this? And then if we do, then what is our duty? What is our role in maintaining that? And if we have something of that, taking it to other people.
Barakah never wears off. You see, for instance, the prototype of Barakah, the Rawdah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Why did it become a Rawdah? Because Rasulullah was walking in it every day. That's as simple as that. Wherever he puts his blessed feet, that place becomes blessed. And if he walks over this same spot a few hundred times in the 10 years he spent in Medina, then that will never wear off, and that becomes a Rawdah min Riyad al-Jannah. That is the prototype. You can measure everything in any place that has been brought to life by a great man of Allah, whose connection with Allah was so strong that whatever he received, he radiated all around him. That retains the barakah. Now, the barakah stays in the places, it stays in the books, it stays in the people, and some of these things can be neglected, like books of great people who've never been reprinted, or and the people with time may not be as enthusiastically keeping the heritage as they should. But then, on the other hand, when a wali goes, Allah sends another. So for people who are living today, then they'll have to look for the Habib Ahmad Mashhur of today. Where is his equivalent today? And then, again, something I always joke about with students is, I keep asking, why are you asking who is the Qutb of the time? You need a murid of 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 a Qutb to take you out of the sorry state you're in and put you on the path. Why do you want the greatest man on earth? What is that good for? I mean, you're not going to do anything with that, because most of what he has is no good for you. You have to find somebody your own size, somebody who would be good for you, for your kind of frame of mind, for your culture, for your spiritual ambition, for you. And that doesn't have to be Habib Ahmad Mashhur Al-Haddad. It can be a disciple of his disciple. It's obviously all his disciples are not alike. They're not all of the same degree. But Allah keeps sending his awliya to the people to lead them to him. He doesn't stop. So if you're sincere enough with Allah, He will lead you to whoever can do this and take you by the hand in this time. And now, as you've said, people travel. It's not as before. You have to find somebody in your own locality. Now you can go and find somebody in Indonesia or in Gambia, or it's become easy. So you have to find somebody in this time, and then have husn al-dhan, believe really that he is the Shaykh who can take you by the hand, understand what this is all about, come out of your egoistic tendencies, and then you benefit. But Allah will never deprive his creature. The creation of Allah must receive the full generosity of Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. He has to give them everything. It is they who obstruct the flow. They stop the gifts by their doubts, their passions, their egoistic tendencies, their overrating of their own rational abilities. They think they can judge everything by their rational ability, which is by definition, the spirit, which is the important thing in you, is way above the nafs. It's supra-rational. So there are things that you can feel. You can feel the presence of Wali. You can see on his face the light. You have to believe that. You don't let your rational mind interfere and tell you, have you seen it? Have you not seen it? How can it be possible? These things are, no, that's just phantasmagoric things that are not true. And because people do not feel how close to them Allah is, how close to them Rasulullah is, and how close to them, to their hearts, the Shaykh can be. But you have to find the Shaykh of your own generation, the Shaykh of your own time, the Shaykh of your own personality. And then Allah will never withhold this from you if you're sincere enough.
A lot of people, I think they understand this concept, but I myself get asked this a lot. A lot of people going around with the title of Shaykh, and sometimes it's hard to discern and differentiate between who's the real Shaykh and who's not, and so forth. And you just mentioned something right now, which is, you said, is supra-rational. When you're in their presence, you actually feel something different, and it may not be something that you look in their qualifications or in their sanad or something like this. How important do you think that is, that you have this kind of, let's call it spiritual cognitive ability to be able to discern the real thing from the false thing?
I think we all have it, but we suppress it because our rational mind does not accept this. Our egos do not want to be taken for a ride. You see, so this kind of pride suppresses the spiritual flair that Allah has put in everybody. But the main thing is not this. The main thing is, if you are sincere with Allah, He will lead you to somebody who is good. Even if you fall into the hands of one impostor after the other, at the end, since you are sincere with Allah, you're dealing with Him, you're not dealing with people. Then, because He's behind all this. One nice Shaykh who's a little majzoub told me, you know, your Shaykh is not your Shaykh. He said, yeah. You know, he said, no, your Shaykh is Allah. I said, yeah, he's majzoub. He doesn't mean anything. And then it hit me later on that, you know, that's exactly it. Your Shaykh is Allah. He's your Rabb. He's doing everything. But you get taken in by the form in front of you, the creature in front of you. And that is very bad, because if you get stopped by the particular form that Allah has put in your path to guide you, then it will block you from Allah. That's not good. You have to see Allah behind it. You have to see the same divine, all-embracing power behind every single creature that you meet on your way. And especially if this has the important function of guiding you to Him. He places Him on your way. He makes it easy for you to meet Him. And if you fall into the hands of the wrong person, He is entirely capable of extricating you, saving you from there with complete ease. It's easy and simple. But you will have benefited from it. It will not have been for nothing.